What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of the Undergrad Forum. Now in this video we're going to do a review. Why? It's my laptop I'm going to review. It's a kind of a weird special laptop, and when I was purchasing it I didn't see a lot of reviews, so I thought why not, maybe you guys want to check it out. And for anyone in the YouTube community that wants to check out this laptop, I'm going to do a thorough review of what it looks like externally, every little nook and cranny. I will not be reviewing the OS because it's just Windows 7 and it's fast, as expected. I mean, it's a new computer, you're going to expect it to go fast. But I'm going to tell you everything it looks like on the outside, what I love, what I hate about it. I've had it almost for a year, so I know it pretty well now. Let's start. So I am going to be using my my camera here like it's in my hand, just so I can get into every nook and cranny. So you're going to have to deal a little bit with the wobbliness because I can't put it on a stand. So here it is on the outside. Let me do an overview. So here's the actual Lenovo ThinkPad, and let me go and open it for you. And it is the X220. Okay. And so, why did I get this laptop as opposed to, say, getting another Mac or getting a different Lenovo? Well, look at, I have a normal sized hand. Let me put my hand here. Look at this. It's a small laptop. And the cool thing about Lenovo is they go all the way down. So here it is. It's about 2 hand sizes, okay? It's a small laptop. I can carry it extremely easily. Just as easy it is to carry an iPad, easy to carry this. That's one thing I wanted. Before I had a, and I still have it, it's a great laptop, I had a 15-inch MacBook Pro. I've had that one for 6 years and it runs flawlessly even till today. So it was a great product, but it was a bit big, and as you can see, I'll get here on the battery, I wanted something that was not only portable, but had great battery life and that was easy to use and fast. And this is where this came in, and it was cheaper than getting another Mac, and I kind of wanted the extended battery that I only saw with this one. So let's just start on the outside. It's got this kind of, let me make sure I can give you good focusing here. It's got this flat black finish. It's not, I don't even know how to describe it. It's not plasticky, but it does feel like this nice polymer that has some good grip to it. So for being something that you want to carry, it feels great. And here you have these metal hinges for the screen, and I have to say I love this because it lets you, as I just showed you, open it all the way and go flat, so that say you're on an airplane, as I've had many times, I have weird angles I'm going to get depending on how the person in front of me is reclining, and usually they're just slamming me back and I'm squished into a little box. So it was really nice to have. So good solid hinges, and they're actually equally distanced on each side. If you're kind of, I guess I would say, paying too much attention to detail, you do notice that the older versions were off-center. And here you see the little Lenovo, and here ThinkPad. And here is just this little decorative seam, I guess. But I have noticed people complaining that theirs is a little bit loose. So here, let me get on this side now. Make sure it's focused for you. Alright, my camera's not being nice. Let's try this again. Alrighty. So you can see here that this is where I'm going to put my hand, and I'm just going to lift it up. Right, so it has this little indentation here for your thumb, and you can go ahead and open up the laptop. So some people have been complaining about this region here. Let me get it for you again. That this region for them was as they would do this and try to pull this way, it would kind of come off. Not a case for me. I think that person had a faulty product. It's not supposed to. It's built like a beast. It's solid. And you go ahead and you open up. Let's go ahead and open this up. So let's just address that point there. So here's the actual laptop itself. You can, when you order these from Lenovo, you can customize it however you like. Let's just start here on the top. You do have a little cushion here, and here when you close it, so it's touching. So when you close the lid, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't touch you, hit the screen. Here you have your little webcam, and let's see if you can get it, see it well. And a little tiny indicator light when it's actually on and recording. One thing I don't like about this, and I have to be a little bit picky here, is that I use an external webcam when I'm recording my other videos, and There is no inherent software that comes with Lenovo, at least from what I know, that allows you to use this webcam as a recording device. You can use it flawlessly for Skype or anything else, but when it comes to recording, say when you use a Mac, it has photo booth. You can record video. You cannot do that on this. And even I tried using some third-party software, I did not like it. It was pretty slow and it was sluggish. All right, so there's the screen. I got what's called the anti-glare screen. I paid a little bit more for it. Honestly, I don't know if it made any bit of difference. I mean, I still get some degree of glare. So, in my opinion, I wouldn't necessarily recommend going for it because it really doesn't seem worth it. It was a waste of a bit of money. So here we go with the classic, and I absolutely love Lenovo keyboard. It feels great. Let's listen to this. It's responsive, it feels great. I love this classic keyboard. The new ones that have little island keys, I'm not a big fan of it. I like this classic, what to me seems like a 1990s keyboard. It's just gorgeous to me. And of course, with all Lenovo's, you get this little thing here where you can move about your mouse. And so if you do, then here comes your left click and your right click in this middle one here, and you can hold this and just go up and down to scroll up and down a page. I don't use this that much. I don't find it all that nice. But here are the keys. Again, the keyboard is flawless. So one reason why I got this Lenovo as opposed to, say, a different manufacturer or an Apple is that these Lenovos are designed for business. They're designed for travel. So if I were to take a cup of water and pour it on the keyboard, it has drain holes where nothing would happen to the laptop. The water would just drain out the sides and you would be okay. I'm not going to demonstrate that, but look online. There's plenty of videos of people trying it, and it's pretty fun. So let's take a quick look. So here you have, let's get focused, your mute button, volume rockers, microphone muting and on. The ThinkPad, I do not use this ever. It's kind of just something Lenovo puts in there. To me, it's practically worthless, but maybe someone likes it. On and off power here, classic keyboard, nothing special. Again, you can tell I've been using it some wear and tear. I do like this nice little blue, simple buttons keyboard setup. Nothing important with the keyboard, but I just have to say from a use point of view, it's enjoyable to type on. If it feels good to type, that's going to keep you working longer as far as I'm concerned. I opted to get this fingerprint reader. You can just slide your finger and it'll turn on the computer, or if it's in sleep mode and it wants you to put in your password, you can just swipe your finger instead of getting it. Do you need it? Honestly, no. I got it because I thought it was cool and it looked kind of fun, but I don't use it that much, and it's just easier to type it a little faster with your password. So if you want to get it, it's fun, but it's not by any means a necessity. Now comes to the only part of the laptop I'm going to complain about. So far, I've been giving you good reviews of the screen. Maybe you don't need to buy the expensive anti-glare thing, but it's fine. The webcam's solid. The only thing I'm going to complain about here is the trackpad. Coming from a Mac that has an amazing trackpad, it's flawless. You can just work on it greatly. Here, I don't know what Lenovo was thinking. Their trackpad is at the very edge here, so if I want to use it, my wrist is like this. Now let me get this in focus for you so you can see. This is not comfortable, I have to admit. You cannot work like you would normally. And normally on a trackpad, you have like another button here that you would press. Lenovo built that in, so if I'm working, I can move this way. Here's my left click, here's my right click. It's not that responsive, unfortunately. I kind of hate it. So I end up doing a two system where one, I scroll here, and I use my left hand for my left clicks. It's very different, it's kind of uncomfortable, but it's the only way I can kind of figure out how to deal with it. I don't like being here on the edge practically and working. It's not comfortable. So for I have normal sized hands, this is not that comfortable. But for typing though, it's fine. Plenty of room for the wrist, but when it comes to working, I use a two-handed setup, or if you're actually good enough with it, you can just use this. One of my friends has the same laptop and he just works with it like this. I work here and I put my left hand there. Is it different? Yes. Do I wish it was as flawless as a Mac? Yes, but it's not. And the worst thing of all, look at this. Let me get close to this so you can see. Okay, let's see if it'll zoom in here for me and focus. Good enough. It's not like the smooth kind of trackpad you find on a Mac. It has a bunch of little tiny dots that unfortunately I can't get into focus on my camera here, but it doesn't feel that good, and you kind of feel like you're going against like plastic and you're going against resistance to move. It's not flawless. It's not like this like smooth surface. So this, you know, it's an important part. The trackpad is absolutely critical to a laptop. It's part of your user experience. So so if I know I'm going to be working on this for a long time, I'll bring a little external mouse with me. Do I like that? Absolutely not. I hate it. But what are you going to do? If you have to work, you got to work. But other than this little region, which to me is like a critical component, which is pretty poorly designed, the laptop is solid. So let's take a look at the outside components. So we looked at these. Here are those little hinges we're talking about. You can go completely flat if you were so inclined. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can. And let's take a look at some of the other sides. So I've already showed you the front. Let's go ahead and look at this side now. So let's see, what do we got? SD card reader, powered USB port, Ethernet, microphone and speaker, both. Nothing's here. Kingston lock if you want it. And then here I opted to get the battery pack that was extremely extended. And so what it does is it does add a little bit of width here. So when you set it down, it's not completely flat, as you can tell. It'll rest a little bit like such. And you have this kind of extension. Could I have just gotten the regular battery pack and had a really slim, flat appearance? Absolutely. But to me, one of the big reasons why I bought this was it's extremely sturdy and I have amazing, amazing, amazing battery life. I can work on here, say with having Google Chrome open, Windows, PowerPoint, Excel. I can have 5 main apps open or programs, and it'll run for roughly 8 hours of constant work on a full charge. It's phenomenal. I have never once, since the year I've had this, been upset about battery life. I am beyond impressed by it, which is one of the main reasons I bought it, so I'm pretty happy. And here, so you have another USB VGA. I don't know what this is. It's like some kind of video output for Lenovo. I haven't found a single need to want to buy this. USB, you can control your Ethernet being on and on here, on or off here, excuse me. Let's see if I can get into focus. Let's see, come on, oh no, it's not. Okay, and this is one of those classic little ports. In here you have your vents and you have another one right back here. And then here's where you can actually put in your charging component. And on the bottom, what do you got? You got some information, this little thing if you're going to dock it, and really that's about it. And the speakers are actually down here. Okay, I should have mentioned this. The 2 things I don't like about it. Number 1, the trackpad is horrible, and it's kind of awkwardly spaced, but if you know how to use this, your life's easier. If you can accommodate and just do a 2-hand setup, you'll be fine. The other thing that's quite annoying is that the speakers are here, and they're horrible. It's like you would think they're the size of like a needle. I mean, the audio on this thing is unfortunately extremely poor. So if you're going to be listening to a lot of music, or if that's part of, you know, it's important to you, you're doing a lot of video editing or music editing, you are going to be extremely, extremely upset. Even if you're watching a basic movie, you are upset at how poor the audio is. I use an external, I'll just put in some headphones, or if I'm at home, I'll just put in some external speakers, but inherently within this, extremely poor. The 2 negative things, trackpad and speakers, extremely poor, but you can accommodate with an external mouse and external speakers. Otherwise, it's phenomenal, guys. I absolutely love this laptop, would buy it again. I'll leave a link in the description. You can check out some of the details where you can buy it if you want to see more. And hope you guys enjoyed this video of my laptop. It's phenomenal. And if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. And as always, enjoy your studies.